let's have a look and see. Thank you so much, Flower Power, for the $19.99. Let's start off with the super chats, then we'll go into collective read, time permitting, so we can have a look and see what's going on for the collective. Hope everyone's well. Coming to you from Vietnam. And hello, shout out to all the Vietnamese watchers as well. Let's see what's happening. Okay. No, not Turkey. This is actually a picture in Vietnam. They made a restaurant look like Santorini, believe it or not. They do all sorts of decorations here. It's really pretty. There's lots of lights, decorations. They do lots of different nice things like architecture, different things. Okay, Flower Power is asking, hi Amira, there's a guy Andy my boss wants me to hook up with. What will happen soon? How will it go? There's a guy Andy. Is Andy your boss, or does Andy want you to hook up with your boss? Yeah. No, I'm not in Turkey. I didn't get my residency in Turkey, unfortunately, so it made me go for Destiny somewhere else. Destiny took me into a different location again, and I'm very happy here, actually. Very happy. Jeff is your boss, Andy is his client. What do you mean an affair? Like, what's the point? Why doesn't this guy just ask you out? He wants to hook you up with. Why doesn't he just, like, ask you out directly? You can just tell your boss, tell this guy Andy to ask you out on a date and see how it goes. He can ask you out on a proper date, you know. Are you interested in him, or what's going on? Let's have a look. Thank you for the donations, everyone. The bigger the donation, the more in-depth the reading. Thanks for the likes on arrival. Also do a shout out where you are, where you're located, and that helps me tune in more to your reading. You have a sense of freedom, Flower Power. It's like, should I stay single, casual, light? Should I be free? Do I want to really be in something? I think this guy likes you. Yes. I think he's fascinated with you. But I feel like he's also attracted to your personal persona, and not so much, he doesn't really know you that well yet on a personal level. I think you could go out with him. Let's see what's going to happen with you and this guy that your boss is trying to hook you up with. Meeting somebody through work is always a good thing, I think, because it's like meeting through friends. It's like one of the common things that can cause a good relationship. Dark male, could be darker than lighter for his cultural background. You feel a little bit iced out, you feel a little bit concerned, you feel a little bit like, you feel sort of like discerning, should I, shouldn't I, is it going to be uncomfortable, is it going to cause problems, does he have women around him, is he really single, is he divorced, does he have a mother figure around him who might be interfering in a relationship, or are you being more concerning with your relationships? Your boss could be this person, mature person who is a connector, male or female, doesn't matter, high society, especially if he is the owner of this salon, has connections. I feel like he's got 2 or 3 other people he can introduce you to as well. Some sort of gift surprise opening. It's sort of come to you as a surprise, this whole thing. It's come out of the blue. You're not really sure about it, but I would say go ahead with it. Go out for a dinner, a drink, go out just to see this person outside, see what you feel about them. I feel like he's been watching you, but you haven't really taken much notice of him specifically. I feel like he could have a crush on you, definitely. You might feel like there's something bigger and better coming in. I don't know why. Or there's some connection with a past life with this person, a deja vu. There could be an idea that maybe, you know, he's somebody from your past or a karmic, or somebody who's just like hanging on. I don't know, this person could actually be looking for a serious relationship. What's his intentions with you? I think if he went to your boss, I don't think he's sort of like messing around. I kind of feel like he's trying to get something moving. I would just check out like around him, his history, what he's got behind him, kids, family, wife, ex-wife, something along those lines, past love lingering around him. I would just check out and ask questions like, what's this guy's status? What does he want? What is he doing? You know, the boss is also a friend. Does he have your best interests at heart? Okay, so he's going to come through, I feel like, quickly, sooner than later. He's going to come through, and I feel like you're going to ask him questions. You know, it has potential, I feel, to move forward, but I'm not sure if it's you that's kind of holding back, standing back. You're wanting something new and fresh. You're wanting to start something new. I do feel like you could have two different men around you, lighter than darker. I do know that hairstylists tend to get a lot of people, you know, attracted to them sitting in their chair or coming into the salon. So it's very easy to meet men or women if you're working in a salon, because a lot of people come in and out, and it's often a way to meet somebody for a relationship. What's the outcome with this guy? I kind of feel like you kind of feel 50-50 about him. You're not really sure. I think it's going to become more clear with communication about what he's about. I feel like it's worth pursuing, worth having a look at, definitely. There's no harm in, not pursuing it. New opportunities coming in with this guy. Just watch out for any triangular relationship, crowded relationship. Make sure that he is in a status where you can actually pursue or kind of move forward with him. Make sure he's going either divorced or going through a divorce, or single and not attached. Okay, that's the only question mark I have around him. All right, thank you for that. Thank you. Let's have a look at Diane. How are you, Diane? Any improvement in your love life soon? Let's have a look, Diane. What's going on? I'm getting a G sounding name for you, similar to your surname. G, Gerard, G or a J. Could even be J, actually. J-A-Y. How are you going to meet this person? Who's coming in and how you're going to meet them? I feel like straight away through friends or groups. Going out with friends, meeting people in groups, networking, spiritual growth, maybe at a temple or a spiritual place of worship. Mother, connected through somebody's mother, either wanting you, connecting with you, finding you, or your mother finding them. Something about having more fun, innocence, childlike. I feel like this guy might work a lot. That's why he doesn't have a lot of time to look for himself. I do feel like he is looking for a wife. Somebody quite laid back in character, somebody easygoing. I think he also wants children. I feel like you could actually meet this guy via the phone or online. Like, it could be an introduction online. It could be some sort of introduction through a spiritual website or a website for matrimonial that could be spiritually inclined or religious inclined. Time's ticking, you feel it's ready, you're ready to go forward with something. You feel like, okay, enough is enough. We need to get the ball rolling here. There is a good connection coming in for a relationship. I'm also getting a P initial as well, like a Pratish, Paresh, Prathan. pretty. Could be somebody around this person, like a mother, sister. This person's very focused on their career. I feel like they could have been a workaholic. Yeah, there we go. Workaholic profession. They're focusing very much on the workplace. Even if you met them at work, I don't know if they would actually approach you at work. I feel that could be through a party, or like some sort of party that you might have in the workplace, or something, some sort of introduction through work. But I feel like it's more likely not an arrangement, but it's almost like a matchmaking situation, or somebody looking for you. They could have their mother or their sister looking for you. And I feel like that's how you kind of need to put yourself out there on these sites, whether they're matchmaking sites, marriage sites, etc., to assist you in kind of getting what you want. You know, cast a wide net is what I'm getting for you. I'm also getting an S name, so I do feel like you'll have a few different suitors. An S name, Suresh, something like that. Okay, Diane, lots of blessings, my dear. I hope everything goes well. Let us know what happens. Hi, Lauren, how are you? Welcome. Do a shout out where you're from. There will be a general reading for the collective coming up. And it is an energy exchange, so you do get more of a personal reading, one-on-one, when there is a donation, just because it is an energy exchange. It kind of pulls in the energy for you and helps, you know, support the channel, move forward. You know, nothing in life is free. Also, a lot of free readings are crap. You know, they're not actual real, they're just made up crap. They're just not actually anything, I think, anyway. Yeah. Doesn't actually ever work out. Any free readings I've ever done have never had any kind of substance to them except for collective readings. Any outcomes, okay? I think there's a block in it for whatever reason. I wouldn't bet your bottom dollar on any free readings at all. I don't think they're actually valid. Channeling from spirit, also connecting with past over relatives, people, places and things. Ask any question you like. There's no questions that are restricted on this channel. Timing questions, all different types of questions. Also a little backstory if you do have a question that's different or convoluted. You can also say if you're married, divorced, single, if it's a dating question. Okay, let's move forward to Miss Organic. How are you, Miss Organic? Thank you for the $10. Hi, Mira. Would love some guidance over the next 3 months. About to go into divorce proceedings and are nervous. Okay. Let's have a look. What's going to happen over the next 3 months? I feel like you've got all of your ducks in a row. It's like you're checking the boxes. Ducks in a row. You have everything kind of sorted out. I feel like you want to keep property or keep a house or a home or a real estate. That's very important to you. There will be discussions about it, negotiations. It might not even go to court. It could be a sit down topic. One of the two of you is still in love with the other. It's hard to let go. It could be your ex. Karmic relationship, effortless, spiritual alignment. I don't know, I kind of feel like the outcome of this could actually be quite amicable. You've got the friendship card. I feel like one of the two of you will end up going somewhere different or moving away or being at a distance from the other person, either during, before or after this particular divorce settlement happens. Kind of feel like you're going to be freed up to do exactly what you want, go where you want to go. I also feel like after the divorce, there could be a person coming into your life quite quickly. I'm getting another G initial for you. Gary, Glenn, Gerard. Let's check for the legal stuff. feel like if you have the right person helping you, you're going to have abundance, success and happiness that comes out of this decision. Some divorces can be amicable and agreeable and non-contestual, so you can actually get what you need. You're in a little bit of emotional, turmoil at the moment. You can't quite see what's going to happen. You feel like your ex-husband's got the power. He may or may not have the power. There is going to be an offer, generosity, of a settlement for you that you're going to be very happy with. So I kind of feel like you're not going to have any issues. If there's any issues that do come up that we want to look at for moving forward, like any glitches, please ask that question about a glitch. But at this point in time, I feel like the intentions are quite good. I feel like things are kind of smooth sailing. Just make sure that you've got the right advice and also assistance on your side of the fence. All right, Miss Organic, all the best with that. I do feel like you'll feel free and ready to move on to the next part of your life, the next step, once that is done. Hi, Michi, how are you? Greetings, Amira. Hope all is well. How am I blocking myself from being in my destined partnership and advice? Destiny, partnership, and advice. What are the blocks around Michi? Thank you, many blessings. Most welcome, Michi. What's blocking you? I'm just getting that song, Time, Time, Time. I think it's a 60s lyric. Something about time, time, time. Sometimes it's time. It's time. People can often come into your life when you... Hazy Shades of Winter. Hazy Shade of Winter, song by the Bangles. Could be in winter that this person will come in. So we're in fall right now. Could be in the winter time. This person will shift and come into your life. What are you doing to block yourself? I feel like your angels and guides are just kind of sitting there being very kind of relaxed or lazy, you could say. They're not really pulling a string for you right now. I would try to just ask them to pull a string and make something kind of manifest. Sometimes we don't know why we are in a situation until the right person comes into your life, and it could be because they're coming out of something, they're in the wrong place, wrong time, wrong hemisphere, wrong location, and they could take you into a totally different world. I know for me personally, I've always met significant people in my life by chance and destiny. It's never been orchestrated. It's never been when I wanted them to come in. It's never been when I've looked for somebody to come in. It's always been when I've kind of just let the whole idea go, or I've been focusing on something completely different. And when you're in one place and you don't know why you're there is often when that person comes in. It's happened to me in the recent past. I was kicked out of Turkey basically, and I was back in Thailand, and I was wondering what the hell am I back in Thailand for, and just happened to meet somebody significant. So I was kind of going around and around in circles. I kept getting pushed back to Thailand and then around in circles. So sometimes you don't know what the hell you're doing, but Spirit is kind of moving things for you. So sometimes you just have to go with what Spirit is giving you and not worrying too much about the why. I don't feel like you're blocking yourself, but maybe just focus on something completely different. Let's have a look for Michi, what's going on with partnership moving forward. People have all different ways of success with relationships. A lot of people are very successful with online dating. A lot of people are successful with meeting people through friends, meeting people at work. It just depends on your astrology. It also depends on, your past lives as well. What you need to complete in this life through somebody else, through a partnership. You will have happiness and success. You're kind of like confused about Not exactly what you want, but you feel like there's options but nothing to choose right now. So just let that slide, because once you open up a wider net or look further afield, it could be a person at a distance or further afield, or in some other section of the city or borough is what I'm getting. They could actually be the one for you. There's a lot of light here at the end of the tunnel. Your cup is full. Getting a P initial like a Peter, Paul, Paolo, Piero, Pablo, P, first, second, or last name, Peters. Happiness fulfilled. You're still going to be doubting things when you see this person, and when this person comes in, you're not going to be sure. I feel like the person could also be younger than you. I'm getting a G initial as well, could be a second name or a first name, like a Greg. I also feel for some reason I'm getting the message that the person could be quite artistic, whether it's art, music, literature, creativity, videos, videography. You might meet them out and about, even on a bridge. I'm getting the bridge. I don't know where you are. Brooklyn Bridge comes to mind. You might meet somebody just walking around. They could be a graffiti artist even. They could be painting something for the council or the government. There will be an immediate sexual chemistry with this person. You'll feel like you're really connected to this person. I don't know if there's a bridge near where you live, whether it's a Brooklyn Bridge or some other bridge, but I feel like you might meet them near a bridge. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's coming in. No, it's okay. Sorry to hear that, Mitch. No, it's good. Divine intervention, yeah. Absolutely. Queen of Water. Great bridge, okay. Yeah, sometimes just things come up when you're thinking like, what the hell am I doing here? What am I doing? It's often the story of my life, like, why the hell am I back here? You know, like I was in Thailand, I went to Turkey to get residency, I went to Albania to check it. Didn't like Albania for residency. It's a nice country, but I didn't like it for me for residency. Turkey was difficult. My lawyer there tried everything he could. It was like everything and everyone tried to help me in Turkey, but nothing shifted. It didn't come through. It was almost like the government blocked it. It was very, very weird. It was kind of like out of my hands. Like the government didn't receive my application, and then it was sent twice and it didn't go through. And then time was over, and then I left, and then my lawyer said, we can't do anything about it. It's not going through. We're not going to get it. There's no point in reapplying. And then I was thinking, well, I only went back to Thailand to pick up my luggage. What the hell am I doing here, you know? So sometimes Spirit will put you in a location that you have no idea why the hell you're there. Yep, and then something kind of magical, divine intervention. Okay, 999 removed the question, didn't see the question. Okay. Oh, that's you, Michi, yeah. No problem. Okay, will I make a go of my psychic healing business? I registered my ABN name. Good question. I feel like getting out also into the shops or meeting people outside, or getting some contacts like in a store, like bookstore, like psychic store, going in there once or twice a week to work would be also good. Just to get yourself seen in the community, or going to mind, body, spirit festivals, that type of thing, getting some contacts. There will be some, you know, abundance in it for you. You're going to be indecisive about what way to go in the business. You will be also doing women's parties, maybe hens nights, women's parties. That would be a good option for you. Ladies' birthday parties, you know, christenings. I've done parties, you know, readings at all sorts of weird parties, Halloween parties, christening parties, baby showers, birthday parties, hens nights. I mean, there's a whole gamut of things you could do, especially if you're in Melbourne. I think you could do really well. A lot of indecisiveness here with you. You're not really sure. You're kind of sitting here and there, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The end of it will be victory once you decide exactly what direction to go in with it, what you feel is closer to your heart and what you feel more inspired to do. I think getting connections with people, with women, with men, or whoever you'd like to focus on is the way to go. I also see gay men being quite attracted to you, and parties around that too, or groups. Healing also comes to mind. You might actually meet somebody. Queen of Wood, if you haven't met this guy in the pickup truck, I feel like you're going to meet him in the ute. He's still there. He's still lingering in your DNA vortex energy field. He's still lingering. The reason why you might not have met him is because he might have been married or involved with somebody else, or working too much, or not bothering. You will get an offer to work somewhere interesting that you want to be, or a contract with a company that you want to work for. That could be also international, online. So yes, I feel like it's a yes. It's a good move in a direction that you want to go in. Okay, Snoops, how are you? Thanks for the $19.99. Will human resources at your work continue working at your job? She makes a lot of people angry. Okay. What sort of industry are you in? What sort of industry? What sort of industry are you in? Oh, manufacturing, thank you. Manufacturing what exactly? They're tightening budgets, they're looking at budgets, they're looking at, hi Pearl, how are you? Hi Kaya, welcome back. Welcome to the read. Do a shout out where you're from if I don't know where you are, where you're from. Hi Oaksy. Hi FITF. Manufacturing cars. Manufacturing something to do with automobiles, parts. Manufacturing what? Snoops. Okay, they're penny pinching this HR department. They're kind of told or instructed by management, I feel, to take the cream off the top. So they're trying to make it difficult for some people to get the best people in line. It's almost like a cog in the wheel. It's almost like getting the right engine in the machine with the less fuss, less strings and bows and fuss. Import, export. Import, export. Hi, Super Mega Fantasy Land. Salama. Glue manufacturing. Very strange. Okay. Glue. Might not be that Might be a bit toxic environment. She makes other people angry. I feel like she's got some sort of self sort of aggravation inside herself that comes out the wrong way. She's not that happy exactly where she is. I do feel like you're going to be looking further afield, casting a wide net. I think that you could do better financially as well. The money might not be as up to speed as what you'd like. Tinkering with ideas, tinkering with something that you're actually good at with your hands. I don't know if you do some sort of craft, woodwork, or you're thinking about it, sculpture, pottery, I don't know, but there's something that you're passionate about that you could be actually really good at on the side. You might end up doing something in that realm, whether it's on Etsy or at markets or something like that. Something that you come across. It could even be using old remnants of glue turned into some sort of weird painting or picture or something that you add like something to, whether it's colour or sparkles or I do get business ideas for people, so just take it if you like it, leave the rest. I'm seeing something framed that looks kind of weird, contemporary art. More money coming your way, Snoops. You're a bit stressed about this whole thing. Does this human resource person have a problem with you? It or they have a problem with everyone. It could be coming from the top if the top is a male. Or if you are a male, they could have issues with men generally. You are going to be looking further afield. You're going to be starting a new journey, starting something fresh in your mind that's going to be rewarding to you in some way. It's not going to be maybe tomorrow, next week, next month, but it's something that you're going to look at and look into. Yeah, look at and look into. I'm getting an M sounding name for a company. I don't know, you might even go into car manufacturing. Mazda, Mitsubishi, I don't know, or working in that area. Mechanics. Motor vehicles. It could even be something to do with old parts of cars turned into art. That is also valid. Potential. She caused you to sue. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at the outcome of the legal case. She's been put back in her place. She might be the one that goes. She might be looking for a way out. But she doesn't have a good record. I think they'll ask, why are you leaving? Why are you going? What's the problem? She's got some inner demons, inner anger that comes out sideways, especially for human resources. They're meant to be diplomatic. She might be looking at moving forward. This is also representing vehicles, cars, automobiles, trucks, trucking. I feel like I don't know how old she is, but I feel like she might be waiting for some sort of time, like finishing a 5 or 10 year cycle, getting some sort of a bonus or a pension or retirement. Just waiting for time to pass. Hi Megs, how are you? Will you get success with the suing? Yes, I do feel you will. She's going to be put on the spot. Don't be intimidated, is what I'm getting. Yep, don't be intimidated. You'll end up doing something very passionate. and be in a harmonious situation. Midwest girl, being somewhere in the Midwest or Texas or California. Blue jeans, California girl, Midwest girl, somewhere that you feel more relaxed, or you might be more relaxed once she goes. Okay. She's made a lot of people angry. Yeah, well, she's probably on the way out, but she's trying to hold on. She might have all the reasons in the world to be still there or legally there until she's not, you know. Final straw. I feel like she's on the final countdown. I'm getting that song, Final Countdown, in the lyrics. Okay. It's like 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like she's eliminated her lives in that job. It's like she's done her 9 lives. She's on her last life in that job. The last leg, the last life. The last leg to stand on. Okay. Do you see serious committed relationship between you and Jesse in the future? Do you get any messages about his feelings, intentions? Okay. Let's tune in for Raquel. Hi Raquel, welcome back. Thanks for the 10. Getting that he's teetering on the edge of caution, teetering on a line, like he's running a tightrope, walking a tightrope and trying not to fall off. He doesn't want to make the same mistake as he did before, and he knows that it's not about you, it's about him. He wants to do it right next time. He wants to resurrect or rediscover really what he wants and how he wants it to look. Does he want a child now? Does he not want a child? Can he afford a child? Can he not afford a child? He needs to clean the energy of this woman out of his house. I think you and your friend Chris will do a smudging or some sort of ceremonial ritual to get the energy out once and for all. Hoarding, yeah, he has a hoarding tendency. He might have hoarded photos, past things. There's also something in the kitchen I'm being shown. Could be her stuff in the kitchen, kitchenware, pots, pans. She kind of left without taking anything with her. I think you could kind of go in and do a cleanse and take everything out. But at the same time, he did pay for a lot of stuff, so he might feel like he's wanting to keep some of it because it was shared or invested in. Now, your question was about him and you. Let's get back to that. What's the outcome with you and Jesse? What's his intentions? Is he going to make a commitment? Let's have a look at 3 months for Raquel. Is he going to make a commitment moving forward? Yes, he does like being the boss. He likes to boss up. There's some legal things. She might be sort of doing some sort of entitlement, legal things, or he's doing something legal around her, making sure legally she's kind of out or doesn't have any claims on him. What are his intentions? Very good intentions, very generous intentions. Moving forward, he might actually want to move or move house or get you a car. He might buy you a car or lend you a car. Lots of sexual energy, lots of launching new drives and visions together, lots of success. I feel like it is a successful outcome. He's just kind of like going through this tangible kind of business-minded stuff right now, but I feel like towards you, he's actually has good intentions in the process. Once he's processed that out, he'll process you into his life in some way. He does actually secretly really want children. He's sort of like in love with the idea of having children. He knows that you have time to have children, but it has to be quicker than slower. And I would tell him that. I would say, you know, ask him the serious questions. Are you looking to have children in the future? Would you ideally like to have a child? I also see you maybe with a boy. Jesse intentions. Honeymoon travel. He might actually invite you on a trip, travel, vacation, somewhere to the sea. True love, honest connection, yes. And dating, whining and dining, romance. So I do feel like that's his intention. He does have feelings for you. He wants to take you places, show you things that you haven't seen, go on road trips, explore. There's definitely cars involved. And I also think that he wants to do something career-wise with you. Career, work with you, do something with your career, do something with, you know, do something with, that you've wanted to do. He wants children too. Okay, he was talking about future plans. Yeah. Thinking about doing a cleanse. He's cautious. Yeah. I feel like once he gets that shift out, I think he'll be ready. Yeah, he'll be ready to roll. Ready to roll. Sometimes timing is not always right, but then timing can catch up on you and be right later. So I feel like this is either the right time now, or he has to make it the right time now. Like, his time's come, he's got to make a decision. It's like, yep, he's got to do it, make a decision. All right. Yes, I'm well, thank you. Fascism, I'm very well. How are you? Let's have a look at Oaksy. Hi, Oaksy, thanks for the 10. Hi, Mira, I've been working on the side hustle for almost a year. How's it going to go for me? Will it be lucrative and successful? What was this side hustle about? Oh, you have the expo this coming Sunday. Yeah, you'll enjoy that. And make sure you get lots of people's emails, phone numbers, Instagrams, that type of thing. Queen of Water. Tell them you're available for parties. You get a lot of parties in Melbourne for sure. You know, big parties, you can actually charge a lot of money, especially corporate parties. You can charge quite a lot of money. Karma toxic story. Let's have a look. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Oaksy. Social media. Okay. Thanks, Queen of Water. Thank you. Thank you. Oaksy. Will your side hustle be lucrative one way or the other? By the way, I'm using my deck, AMIRA'S Love Oracle cards that were channeled by Spirit from me, upgraded and enhanced with gold size, beautiful box, and comes in 46 cards in tarot size, as well as the coffee cup oracle. Both decks are available for sale on Amazon worldwide. They are special priced right now coming into the holiday season. Let's do a spread for Oaksy with the coffee cup oracle, designed around reading ancient Turkish or Arabic coffee cups, where I found a camel in my cup before I moved to the Middle East, which inspired me to move there on a whim. I think we do strange things sometimes, but I did a coffee cup reading for myself with a friend in a Lebanese coffee shop in Abu Dhabi, and there was a distinctive camel in my cup, which meant to me I had to move to the Middle East, which was actually very, very, very favourable for me at the time. I did a lot of TV interviews, I did a lot of work, had a lot of clients, I had a really nice time. Okay. Oaksy. Side hustle. Side hustle. Online business. Online social media platform business. I'm getting the words you're going to tweak it. So I don't know what that means. You might tweak it, like if you're on Instagram more, you might go onto TikTok more, or vice versa. You might go backwards and forwards. You might round it out with Facebook, or you might get onto some other sort of platform as well. Some new platform, some description. Overcoming obstacles and challenges, so I feel like it's a yes, you will get where you want. Freedom and action, it might give you more freedom to move forward. I also see you going to some sort of conference for high achievers or people that have achieved a certain amount of growth in the business, or some sort of networking event that has the connections that you might be looking for, or the information that you might be looking for to take things to the next level. It's like the next trends for 2024, that type of conference. You might go to those. You know how sometimes beauty artists and girls who are beauty influencers or influencers, they're not saying that you're an influencer, they go to these big conferences and they get more and more ideas and inspiration of how to go forward in the future. More opportunities coming through your home. You could also be selling products. I'm seeing like boxes of gifts coming in and out of that gate. Selling things out of that gate in real tangible form. Getting some sort of product that you're selling out of the gate from your home or garage. I'm also getting TikTok. You will get lock and key. You might also have to get a storage facility to put something in. You might come into some other idea of collecting collectibles that you need to store somewhere. It's a small storage garage. It's not a big one, but you might put them somewhere that's safe in a storage facility. And it's going to bring abundance and luck. You could go off on tangents and get some new idea that's sifting down into your imagination. There's a hidden gem, something to be discovered, something new, something fresh that will add value to what you're already doing. But I do feel like, yes, it's going to go well. I feel like you'll expand your circles, but also expand and focus on one other profile, or one profile more than the other, one platform more than the other. I also see a storage facility, so you might actually get into selling secondhand things, secondhand clothes, collector's items, something of that nature. I'm also getting toys, babies' toys, children's toys, and even getting some sort of tax break when you donate a whole bunch of stuff that you might have collected to charity. You're going to get a big write-off, like thousands of dollars. That is also valid, because I know that happens in America. Yeah, you get a big check, like, okay, I'm donating all this stuff that I've collected for free off the street, and I'm going to get money for it back from my taxes in the form of like $1,000, discounted. That's what I'm seeing. So go on some excursions, go on some pickup, junk sales, junk scavenger hunts, that type of thing. You might find something that you didn't expect to find. Could also be something from the 60s, like old televisions, or something that can be used for art, or some sort of collector's item that people use for decorations, whether it's in stores, whether it's on film sets, whether it's supplying things to studios and film sets. Don't know why I'm getting that, but it's coming in. Okay. Might not be now, Oaksy, it could be later, so don't hang on to the timing. Let's have a look at Pearl. Hi, Pearl from Australia. How are you? How do you see things going in my new pharmacy job? I'm worried they don't have many hours. Okay. Hours picking up, I feel, Pearl, around October, coming into Christmas, lots of action. They will be taking you on for more activity and action, especially leading up to Christmas, October, November. You're going to cruise it out until then. I'm also seeing pets around you, so I don't know if you're looking at working with pets, with animals, getting a part-time job with pets or in a veterinary, or something that you enjoy doing, sweetness, flowers, romance, like a secretary, that type of thing in a vet clinic, or selling pets, selling animal or pet products, overcoming challenges and achievements, cunning stealth wolf. You might even get involved in some sort of pet supplements and sell them online. If you have an inspiration for that, that might come to you out of left field. Abundance, luck picking up. Yes, you've got the money coming in, the justice coming in, things balancing out, the documents, getting a new contract, and also unlocking new potentials within yourself, and maybe getting a new place of residence, a new car, a new home, a new living situation, or even doing a camper or downsizing something. Thanks, Pearl. Hi, Zyra, how are you? Spirit messages moving in with your boyfriend. Okay. Spirit messages for Zyra. You're a bit apprehensive about it, a bit scared, but I feel like it's on the road to something else. Engagement, commitment. You know, you can make it clear that you don't want to live with him unless you're engaged, moving forward and married. You're not living with somebody just for the sake of living with them. Doing it differently. You're afraid of doing something differently to what you normally would do. And success with the lion. So I feel that's a yes. I feel like there is engagement and marriage moving forward, and that's what the intention is. So I feel like it's okay. I feel like it's something on the cards that's going to be progressive, something to do with his mother or an older female around him, or a sister, getting approval from parents, etc., will come into the equation for you. Thanks, Ira. But marriage is on the cards. Hi, Geeta, how are you? Will a reconcile and come back together? He's had bad behaviour. I'm feeling like he hasn't been really great with you, so I'm not sure why you want to get back with him. He's done some dirty work, dirty stuff. I don't know. He might even have somebody cast something on him, like a spell or something from the past. I feel like he's got a lot of bad karma from his past, of exes that are kind of like burnt by him, out against him. He's a bit of a charmer, suave, sweet talker, lighter haired, laid back. He might like the fact that you've been laid back, lighter, haired, or lighter skinned, or laid back in general. He might be looking for opportunities for advancing his life somewhere different to where he lives, like have some connection with America or California. I do actually feel like you've got a new person coming in. I wouldn't hold up for him. I feel like he's had his dash, and I feel like he could have been a toxic story, and I kind of feel like he's selfish for some reason, and I feel like you've got a new man coming in that's going to offer you the world. Engagement, home, family straight away. So don't hold your breath on that one, is what I'm getting. Thank you, Geeta. Hi, Bossy Megs, how are you? And happy early birthday. Meet and greet birthday party turnout on Saturday. Perfect. And I know that you've been advertising on TikTok. Yeah. So I think it'll go really well. Hearing about something through the grapevine, hearing about someone through the grapevine, somebody that you might be attracted to, true love connection, gossip. Somebody might say, hey, Bossy Megs, I feel like You're going to really like this guy. I'm getting an S sounding name, like a Sean, S, Sam, Sean, Samuel, first, second, or last name. I feel like there could be somebody special just pop up out of the blue that you weren't expecting, that you don't know potentially. You might know of him, but you don't know him. Could be somebody online. It could be a follower. Feel like you're going to do really well. You've got soul family protection. You've got people who are looking out for you. Protective. Passion is in the cards. I wouldn't be surprised if you had a fling. I wouldn't be surprised if you had like some sort of strong connection with somebody that you felt very connected to. New love connection. Somebody you never met. Could be an open, but it's like you don't really care at this point because you kind of want to just see an action. You want to see an action. But I feel like, yes, you're ready for something big and you're ready to go the distance and you're ready to move as well. So you don't really care what happens, but I feel like it's going to be successful. If you're going to get money from it, it's a yes. Hi Cicely, how are you, my dear? Welcome back. Welcome to the 1999. Thank you, thank you. One of my ex came back like you mentioned last time, and his name is Jimmy. He wants commitment. Who is the right one between CTD and him? Which one was Jimmy? I like them both, but Jimmy is my long-time first man, and he wants me to choose. Oh my God. Which one is Jimmy? Is he the Caucasian one that lives near the lake? Baby's dad. Run into Sean a few times last week, the baby's dad. Okay. He might pop up, he might make you some sort of offer, he could give you a gift. He might have big regrets, Meg, for letting you go or not being right for you at that time. Hi Juanita, thank you for joining. Do a shout out where you're from. Things are looking very good, Syra. Hi Helena. Thank you for joining. Do a shout out where you're from. Hi Juanita. Hi Pearl. Okay, Cicely. Well, who was Jimmy? You know, you've had so many admirers. Which one was Jimmy? But he lives in your country. You know, if you feel like the other one's taken a back seat, you can do a super chat, Juanita. It's a one-on-one donation, energy exchange, which gives you a more impersonal reading, one-to-one. Okay. You never mentioned him in a reading before. His name, yeah. Was he any of the work connections or just the first and ever? Is he ready now? What is he offering? I think the thing is with exes, if they ever come back and want you, part of it is they feel like you're slipping away from them because they can feel like somebody else has taken a big chunk of your attention, and they can feel that maybe he's going to lose you forever if he doesn't make a move. The other thing is to ask him, what is he offering you right now? Is he going to offer you the big package or not? Or is he just toying with you? CTD, if he's being difficult or is being on and off or sitting on the edge or something, you're going to find out sooner or later what his true intentions are. I mean, it's getting towards the end of the year now. He should have appeared by now or come up by now or done something by now. Oh, he wanted a second wife. Is he the guy who is the baby's father or somebody else? No, he lives in your country. You know, you don't really want to be the second wife. That's the whole thing. Sister, you don't really deserve it. I don't think it's not really in your character. Yes, go ahead and donate, Kaya. Thank you. Thanks, got it. Not the baby father. You're very hot property, Cicely. Hot property. Hot property. I would ask him, what is he offering you right now? You know, he might think that now you're a single mother, that he can kind of like just have you when he wants to. It might be more convenient for him in some way. Have you asked him what he's offering you? Is he offering you a house, home, property in your name? Is he going to give you the full package, or is he just toying with you? I feel like if CTD is single, then I feel like he's more of a better candidate for you right now. Especially that he sees you having a child with him, especially a daughter. And maybe twins is what I saw before. Let's pick one for Jimmy. What does Jimmy want? There's obstacles around him to do with a young female. Could be a daughter. Could be communication. He might be still hiding communication from you. Hiding stuff from you. Obstacles. Hiding the full story. What's the situation with CTD? I think once you get together with CTD in person, I think it's going to be better. Time's ticking. You feel like if CTD doesn't do something quick, it's going to, the energy of his intent is going to dissipate. It's going to become too weak. He does hold you on a pedestal, looks up to you. There is somebody around him who is influencing him. Could be his mother, his sister, but he also sees you as being high society, connector, socialite. Who is the better guy? Who is the better guy? If Jimmy gets divorced, somebody who's going to give you a home is the right guy. Who's going to give you the home? It's always coming down to that. He's coming in October. Good. Well, you're going to see if he's going to give you the home, the house, etc. And if he does, then I feel it's going to be him. If he's going to give you the full package, then it's a yes. Whatever guy offers you the home, and I always saw you with a home on the water, potentially. They both have their own house, but the other one's married, isn't he? Still married? It's obstacles with a mature woman. Kids. That fair male keeps coming up. If it's, you know, if it's none of these, this fair male hasn't come in yet. He's the man with the lake, lives on a lake. He's got money. You might have to decide between him and someone else. And I feel he's Caucasian. Yeah, Jimmy's out of the picture. He's not really being serious. He's still married. Now, this guy you're going to be with is single or divorced, or he's never been married. He could live on a lake and have his own property, but he's got a lot of money. So CTD could be a good option for you if you can bring it together with distance and that type of thing. If you still have your heart set on staying in America, you could actually bring in somebody else who has this money on a lake and is single. He's kind of very much a one woman's man, and I don't think he's got kids. I don't see any kids around him, and I don't see any women around him. I feel like he's been working. He might be around the age of 40, and that's all he's been doing is focusing on work. That's you. That's you being discerning. Older man, mature, communication. It's kind of like CTD is going to come in. You're going to be impressed by him, but he's going to bring gifts. He's going to bring gifts. He knows he has to, culturally, and he's going to bring gifts. It's going to be jewelry. Quite a bit of jewelry. It's going to be colourful. I'm seeing red and green colours, rubies and emeralds, maybe pearls, and maybe also sapphires. I'm seeing like quite a bit of jewelry as like a deposit, like a dowry deposit, as like an investment deposit before he goes back. But if for some reason that your heart is still set on America, I feel like there is someone in America for you. He's a bit shy. He hasn't quite come forward. You may not be his usual type, but once he meets you, it's good. He wants a wife and the mother of his children, like future children. I feel like you're going to sweep him off his feet, and you might not be as in love with CTD as he's in love with you. I feel like this other guy, you're going to sweep him off his feet. He's not going to know what's hit him. And I feel like he's just going to go along with everything that you say. Like you say, oh yeah, I like that boat. Let's, go on the boat or something. Like, I feel like he's got a boat, a lake, a house, a lake house. He's single. I don't see anyone around him, and he keeps coming up still. He doesn't look wealthy if you look at what he's wearing. Like, he's just wearing jeans and like a polo shirt or a t-shirt. It's not like he's flashy. He doesn't wear flashy jewelry. He doesn't do anything like that. But he likes properties, he likes cars, and he likes boats. And he might even have a helicopter or a small aeroplane at some stage. He's not that old. I feel like if the things progress with CTD and you can kind of come together and do something, it could be okay. But I feel like this other late guy could be an interesting option for you. He might own a variety of businesses. I almost see them like franchises. Like, he could have been a farmer or from a farming background, but he's gone into some sort of franchises, like something that has kept him quite busy, like retail stores in the sense of food, chains, franchises. I feel like he owns some franchises of some description. There could be different brands. There could be the same brand. I'm also seeing a gas station. You could meet him at a gas station. So just keep your eye out. I see you wearing boots, and you've got tights on or stockings on and a short skirt. And you're looking very nice. I feel like you might have a blonde wig on or a light coloured wig. You're looking very glamorous. It's in the winter time. It's cold. You don't know where the late guy is hiding. I feel like he's working a lot. Excuse me. But if it's meant to be, destiny will bring you together for sure. Sometimes it takes a while for the right person to come in. CTD is a good option though. I wouldn't write off CTD at all. I would see what he brings in, because I feel like he'll bring in something interesting for you. ideas. But if it gets too complicated and convoluted, I just don't think you're going to really bother with it. Like if you start saying, oh, sponsor me to America, or do something, or do that, or come here, or do this. I kind of think that you might just leave him hanging a little bit. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, Cicely. Let's move on to... Hi, Kaya. Thanks for the Canadian $6.99. Severance package. Racial discrimination. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Let me do a timing on it. They might want to try to get their record cleaned quicker than later, sooner than later. Getting a 3 around it, 3 months. Severance package. You kind of liked working there for some reason. You did like it there, something about it. So you're quite upset that it's gone. Let's have a look. Negotiating, lots of talking, authorities. It might even go to some sort of arbitrary or judge. It's going to give you the power to start again, something in your life. They might be trying to offer less than more, but I feel like in the end they'll end up, settling for more. And you're going to feel very, I would hold out a little bit. You're going to end up feeling very abundant with this. And they're going to take it seriously. I feel like there's been a lot of cases like this come up for some reason for you in Canada or Canadians. I feel like they're going to take it seriously. And if not, it's going to be publicized. There could be threats of publicising this case to the Canadian press, which is always a good idea to go with. Lots of success and abundance and epiphany coming out of it. So if it's not looking good to begin with, I would say sit it out until it looks better, because it will get better. Curious about Sean. Hi, Megs. Last time we ran into each other, he was nicer, but again, we got reintroduced. Okay. He might like you, but he might have too many players on the table to work with. I feel like he's got at least 4 women around him. I think he might be a player. Just getting like a chessboard, like a checkers board or something. He could kind of play them kind of in and out, up and down, move them around the board, put one over here, one over there type of thing. He's got like 4 corners of the city. He might go, oh, one over here, one over there, one there, one there. So they won't see him go from one area to another. He attracts also female friends. He might be better to have him as a friend. He could actually be helpful, is what I'm feeling. Sean. Yeah, lots of women. Lots of women. Lots of women. He can't help himself. It's almost like he can't help himself. He has a weakness, I feel. He's also got a love of money. He might also be going for a woman with money, or has women with money, or some with money and some without, but he has an inkling for money or pretends he has money. Just watch him though. I feel like there's a bit of a pimp element with him. I don't know why. You could even be living with somebody. Queen of Cups. You might have too many women around him. I'm getting the words Roger, Roger. It's almost like a two-way radio kind of alert. Roger, Roger. He has an addiction, okay. He could be a good connection and he could be a friend of some description, but I do feel friendship-wise he might want money or ask for money from women. Seduction and then women. He might even try to get women on drugs and then have them pay for his addictions as well. Okay. Hi Kaya, how are you? Okay, will it pay more than your last job? You're most welcome. When will you get a new job? Okay, let's do a timing for Kaya. When will you get a new job? I feel like the whole settlement will be done within 3 months, if not 3 months. You feel like time is ticking. And if you get a new job, will you have the money already in your pocket or not? And is it better to get a job if you're waiting for a settlement, or is it better to get a job after the settlement? Is a good question that you would know in your country, and if you get some sort of unemployment insurance. Okay, more money, yes. More money, yes. Delays in a job. Looking in new directions. I'm getting a 4 around it, maybe 4 weeks, 4 months. I feel like around January at the latest. More money, yes, or a payout is on the cards. Might enable you to move forward with something else or move away from current situation or environments. There's a lot of stopping and starting, like a feeling of resting and then going for it. You might even come into some better health or relationship status by moving somewhere else or going somewhere else or going closer to the sun. I don't know if you've been thinking about going to America for some reason, or if you can work there or not, or can work there part-time. It might be also lucrative for you. There's also lovers here involved. You might end up being with somebody who wants you to be with them in a different location. If you're not already with somebody who wants to move somewhere else, babies, children, abundance. I feel like next year, the first 6 months are really, you want to move to Dubai or Doha, yeah, that's a lucrative situation, and they'll have no way of checking any backgrounds with you. You're going to have a lot more money, success, abundance. Yeah. So I would say start applying, because it'll take a while for visas and things to come through. You will get a very good offer. The ship is also sailing there in the background. Yeah, look, Empress is abundance. You might even get married there, have a baby, engaged if you haven't got one already, if you want one. Thanks, Kay. Yeah, I feel like it's a good move for you. Good move. Doha might be better than Dubai at this stage because of the competition. And also Dubai is a bit oversaturated right now with expats. Yeah. So it's all good. Glad you dodged a bullet. Yes, Megs, yes. I'm very well, thank you. Kaya, how are you? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like go for Doha or even Bahrain, but Doha I feel like might be a better option. There's a lot of Russians now and everybody else in Dubai. Dubai's kind of on the out. Somewhere that might be a good place to look at for the future, I think, is Saudi Arabia. It's opened up to women, it's opened up to single women. It's also opened up, they're building opportunities there, they're opened up to tourism. There's a lot more things going on. There's also gated communities where a lot of expats live. They have their pools, their gyms, their parties, their alcohol, everything inside Saudi Arabia. Jeddah or Riyadh would be good. Or Doha for something different. Dubai I feel is done and dusted. Oversaturated, done and dusted. Unless you get a good offer there with a package, like a teacher or something like that, it's done or dusted. Yeah. Okay, everybody, lots of love and blessings, everyone. I think we've come to the end of our chats. Any last minute chats? Let me put that last call. Yeah, Doha is peaceful. Yeah. You lived in Saudi but don't want to move back. Has it changed at all since you've been there? Because it has opened up recently. I think Doha's a good option for you. I feel more positive about Doha, to be honest. Even more than Bahrain, much more than Dubai. And Saudi is still a question mark. Okay, things there will never change. They're kind of set in their ways, yeah. Hi Lazali, how are you? Good to see you as well. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, Kai. Yeah, I feel Doha is a good location. It's a little bit cleaner in energy, spiritually, fresher, less mafia, less of all of that business going on that is in Dubai right now, that's been there for some time. Could be good for a nice job there too. Very good. And you've got the sea there, the beaches and everything, it's all nice. And also after the World Cup, you know, they've done a lot to the city. Thank you, hope you have a restful evening and night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Most welcome. And all the very best to everybody who's watching. I'll leave the chat open for 30 seconds and I'll close it if I don't receive any more chats. Thank you all for the super chats in advance, and also for the next super chat pre-orders we can do for next time. You can go to my website amirasalon.com/contact, and there is a donation button there, and your super chats for any pre-orders are done at the beginning of the next super chat, and it also encourages me to get on quick and do them in a quickly timed manner. Anyway, lots of love everybody, lots of love from Vietnam. Wishing you all the very best. Oh, we got one from Diani, popped right in. Okay, Diani's the last one. Okay, working in football industry in Indonesia, will I get a promotion or any other offer? I feel like it's very much a boys club, boys society. I almost feel like you could even go to Doha as well, somewhere more lucrative. Singapore, Doha, somewhere more lucrative for you. I feel like Bali is out. Will you get a promotion or any offer in Indonesia? You will, but I feel like it's going to take a long time. I don't know why, but it seems to be like they're taking their sweet time. I also get that you're going to have some connections in Australia. You could even get some sort of sponsorship to an Australian country like Australia. Australian country like Australia. You might get some sort of experience through... Hi Pearl, you do cat sitting sometimes, that's nice. Yeah, Diane, I feel like you might get some sort of connection in Australia. They could sponsor you in the industry, maybe, or work with Australians in some capacity in Asia, where you get some sort of advancement in this company. You might go back to somewhere where it feels more comfy for you, more romantic, more fun, more enjoyable. You're going to be very clear about your intentions. It's like, you're going to clear your mind, clear the thoughts, the cobwebs in your mind about the reality of the situation and looking at it for what it is. Hard work, money. They kind of want you to work hard for the money. They want you to be trapped there. I don't feel like they're giving you anything anytime soon. There could be a few illusions and disillusions with the upper management or the management. You could ask them for a house or accommodation included, or a potential future role with a house or house included or accommodation included. There are other options for you out there that will come into view, I feel, sooner than later, through men, through connections, through the industry, which will be more lucrative. Thank you, everybody. Lovely chatting with you all, and have a beautiful rest of your day.